Chelsea is definitely facing. I guess who Chelsea is facing is Everton, and things are going to be going on quite well for the club Chelsea, as you already know. That in this time as we are talking right about now, Chelsea are in a better position to actually beat this club, Everton. However, I will remember that also Everton are not seated. Everton are definitely not seated as they are battling relegation. They are not in relegation zone. They are not in the relegation zone, but they are battling relegation. And guess who is around? We are talking about N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante has returned. We are also going to be talking about N'Golo Kante, giving you, we're definitely going to be giving you our team news, what's happening, where all you need to do is simple. Just subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I'm more than ready to bring to you the latest trade as it comes in. So what's definitely happening? What's happening? It will be remembered that Chelsea is playing Everton, and this is not at Goodison's Park. This is definitely at the Stamford Bridge, and it will be featuring quite a number of superstars, quite a number of football players, but also Chelsea has a big number of injuries that we are going to be letting you know. We're going to be showing you the number of injuries, who is injured, who is not going to play, and who is definitely going to play. All this in this segment, all you need to do is simple subscribe, ring that notification bell, and do not forget to keep around whenever we bring a live onto you. Anyway, you hope remember that ever since Graham Potter took over, there's been a little bit of restructuring. There's been restructuring in the club, and right about now, we can definitely see results. We can see results for Chelsea, as Chelsea has managed to win their last three games, and it has comfortably won the last three games, and I would definitely think that also the next three games is going to be a win and win for Chelsea. So looking at also Todd Bowley, how Todd Bowley has helped the club restructure. He has injected in quite a lot of money, and he definitely is demanding results from Graham Potter right about now. And it's not a bad thing, I must say. It isn't a bad thing, because when you look at when you look at it, and when you look at all this, how the restructuring has been going, it's been going on quite well. Anyway, what is the win probability of Chelsea beating Everton? I think it's definitely very, very high. First of all, it's an away game for Everton, and Everton it has been struggling for some time. It's been struggling, and they had to change the manager. They had to change manager recently, and as we talk right about now, things have also kept on changing for the club Chelsea. Every time Chelsea has tried also to make sure they can bring in a few football players who can fit in. And right about now, the latest that we are talking about is none other than N'Golo Kante. We'll remember that N'Golo Kante has returned, and he's returned to football, and definitely he's had an injury before, and he's returned, and it's been a great thing for him. So looking at, we need to look up a little bit about the injuries, who's going to play, who's not going to play for Chelsea, who's injured. Hope remember that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is injured, and you already know that he's a number 9 forward, and he's got a back injury, and his return date is definitely known, and that's the 19th of March, and that will be in 2023. And that is, it's not too far, but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he's a very talented football player. He's a very wonderful one, and definitely he gives his level best. He makes sure that things go on quite well when he is at the club, when he's to play. Then also, Raheem Sterling is not going to be featuring in this game, and this is because Raheem Sterling has a hamstring, and that is definitely his return date is 19th of March 2023. So as per now, we have two people who will be returning at the 19th of March 2023. We've got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and we've also got we've got Raheem Sterling. Then also, as Pitchwater is also is not going to be part of this game, as he's also got an injury, and his return date is the 2nd of April, and that will be 2023. And also, not forgetting Thiago Silva. Silva has a knee injury, and his return date is the 16th of April, and that will be 2023. Then Amanda Broja also has got a knee injury also, and the unfortunate bit about this is that Amanda Broja's return date is definitely not known as yet. And then wonderful midfielder Mason Mount is also a very good one, and definitely he's not going to be on this, and it's going to be a bit tricky. And when you look at Mason Mount, his return date is going to be the 19th of March, and that will be 2023. Then Rhys James also is not going to be part of the game. I must say, Rhys James is not going to be part of this game, as his return date is 19th of March, and that will be 2023. So let us know again what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is put right about here at the Chelsea chapter. And I will be remembered that Raheem Sterling is not going to be on, as we told you before. That will also be 19th of March. Anyway, let's dig deep into this game. We need to dig deep into this game. Also, a little bit about when we talk Everton, who's not going to be featuring Everton. Townsend has got a knee injury, and Townsend is a very dangerous football player. He's a very good midfielder, and his return date is 7th May 2023. So it could be a good thing for the club Chelsea. And also Calvert-Lewin is also not going to be playing because of a thigh muscle strain, and his return date is 19th of March 2023. So again, who should Chelsea be aware of? Chelsea should be aware of Gray. Gray is a very wonderful football player. Then Anthony Gordon, and also McNeil. These three football players are very, very dangerous. I must say, they are very dangerous football players. And as a matter of fact, Chelsea has to be very, very careful about these football players. These three mainly. Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray. Then there's Dwight McNeil, and there's Anthony Gordon. Of these football players, these three football players must be well marked. So let us know what you definitely think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Looking at the last 3 games that Chelsea has played, we need to see the last 3 games that Chelsea has played, and also the next 3 games. Anyway. Chelsea played Leeds, and that was a 1-0, and that is how it opened its winning ways. And also Borussia Dortmund was beaten by Chelsea 2-0, and that was in the UEFA Champions League, and that was leg 2 of 2. Round of 16. And also Leicester City was beaten by Chelsea recently, and that was 3-1 in favor of Chelsea. Leicester City managed to score 1 goal, and Chelsea scored 3 wonderful goals. And not forgetting that also Chelsea, what Chelsea did, Leeds United, Chelsea versus Leeds United, that was 1-0, as I told you before. Anyway, let us know what you definitely think, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you. You can get into the comment section and let us know whom you definitely think is gonna win this game. Is it gonna be do you think it's gonna be Everton that's gonna win this game, or it's gonna be Chelsea? My personal bet, I think, is on Chelsea, because Chelsea has the upper hand on this one. Chelsea being in the 10th position, and trying to make sure they can get in the 9th position. If they win this game, they will definitely be in the 9th position, because they need those 3 points. But leaving that aside, putting that aside, Chelsea's trying its level best to make sure it can restructure. And I can comfortably tell you, all Chelsea fans, this season might not be your season. Chelsea fans, and being honest with you, this is not your season. But Chelsea has got quite a lot of talent. Chelsea has big talent. It's got young football players, promising football players. You know what I mean? the likes of Mikhail Mudryk, young and talented, very, very good football players. I mean, the next season might be a little bit challenging, but not as this season. But there will be quite big results. But the season that will come after the next season, I think that will be the right one for Chelsea. And once Chelsea gets to it, I tell you, it's not going to stop, because what Graham Potter definitely did alongside Todd Bowley, they made sure they got all young football players, young talented football players, players of the next generation, and they have all come at Chelsea, and it's going to be a very, very wonderful one. So Chelsea is definitely going to be facing Everton, and this is definitely a game that is going to be happening. This is a game that is going to be happening at the Stamford Bridge in London. It's going to be going to West London, and Everton is not going to be in the city of Liverpool today. No, it's going to be in London, and what we know, they have definitely already traveled, and things are going to be quite good for the club, Chelsea, because I definitely think it's going to be a comfortable win for Chelsea. So let us know what you think going into the comment section, and it's the moment of truth right about now. Let us know what you think the score is going to be. I think it's going to be comfortably. I think it's going to be a comfortable 3-0 win for Chelsea. However, Everton has a few football players that Chelsea definitely needs to realize that they can become threats. And one of these is Mark Nail. He's a very wonderful football player, a very good football player, and also great, can be a very disturbing football player to defenders. So that should be in the minds of Chelsea football players, more especially the defenders at Chelsea. But things are happening for Chelsea. Things are going on quite well for the club Chelsea, and they are back to winning ways. And they have already, Chelsea have already won 3 games in a row. 3 games in a row, and definitely there's nothing that's going to stop Chelsea from winning the 4th game in a row, and that is definitely going to be Everton. I was talking to a not a Chelsea fan. I was talking to an Everton fan recently, just yesterday anyway, and I told him because Everton have got a little bit of panic in them because of relegation, and asked him, which club are you most worried about? Is it Manchester United? Is it Chelsea? Is it Liverpool? Whom are you most worried about? I said the most worries about Chelsea, because Chelsea has got young football players and definitely very talented. So it might not go on quite well. And another thing he said, Graham Potter knows them quite well, because he has always beaten them when it comes to one-on-one. He definitely always beats them. Anyway, Graham Potter, a very good manager, a very wonderful manager. As some people were saying, it was taking a little bit longer for him to adjust into the system. But I think he's definitely right there, right about now. As I think he is a brilliant football manager, and he's tried his level best to make sure that things go on quite well for the club, Chelsea. And since he started winning, there is nothing that is going to stop him from winning. However, top 4 could be a bit challenging this season, way challenging. It might be impossible for Chelsea top 4, but a good performance is what they are trying to make sure they can do. And restructuring the club is what Chelsea are doing. Chelsea are trying their level best to make sure they can restructure the club. And that is going to be a brilliant one. It's going to be a great thing for the club Chelsea in the near ring times. And Chelsea is going to be back to the top 4 and contending for the English Premier League title one more time. So let us know. All Everton fans, you can go into the comment section, and if you think this is going to be a win for you, let us know. And Chelsea fans, definitely, I know you already into the comment section. Let us know whom you think is going to score, as you already know that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is off, and that's something bad for the club. quite a big number. Raheem Sterling is also not on. Key football players are definitely not on. Aubameyang is also not on. Quite a big number of injuries at the club Chelsea, but definitely we think all will go on quite well soon, and we think things will definitely go on as we anticipate them that it's going to be a win for Chelsea. And my anticipation is it's going to be 3-0 for Chelsea. Make it a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on whatever we've definitely go to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your host Abu KALS. Thank you and goodbye for now.